Oh my god, I look like that, what is that superhero character that wears like his underwear on backwards on his face? That is what I look like right now. But nonetheless, good morning. It's like 7 something in the morning. I've been up since 5:45. I just finished washing my hair, doing the dishes, all that good stuff. So I was like, let me do this since I got some extra time this morning and woke up. The pros of waking up early. This facial mask is by Patchology. So this is their Serve Chilled on Ice Hydrogel Mask, which is a firming face mask. So it has peptides and a whole bunch of other good things that I can't pronounce. Looks like this. So I'm just gonna leave this on for a few minutes while I get started with my morning, which is a pretty slow morning for now. I'm gonna do some administrative stuff and then hopefully get into some Bible study, which you guys have been really liking, which is super exciting. So maybe I'll make that a part of the vlogs as far as just like sharing what I got from it and what I'm studying, because I feel like if you've been enjoying that, then that's a way that we can connect more. All right, let me let this sit. This looks so crazy. So for today's study time, I had been jumping around in a few different books, but I landed in Esther, specifically in 4:14, and that part really stood out to me. So Mordecai's cousin Esther had been named the new queen to the king, and she was Jewish, but no one knew. And so there had been a mandate that went out to kill all of the Jews. It was like a whole thing. You can read it later if you want, but Mordecai was really grieved because of it, because those are his people and he was Jewish. And so he told his cousin Esther to do something about it, to basically go to the king and do something about it. And she was like, I don't have the authority to do that. Like, I don't know what it is that you want me to do. And he basically told her, like, don't think that because you're the queen now that, you know, that this can't happen to you either. If you don't do this, someone else is going to get the victory and you're gonna be killed too. And so even though she was in this new position of being a queen, he was trying to remind her not to forget where she came from. And he told her, like, who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this. So for me, it was a great reminder, because it's kind of like sometimes we ask God to bring us places and we ask God to do things for us, but we forget the real reason and the whole purpose as to why we're in this place around these people or doing what it is that we're doing. And I think Mordecai did a great job in love of checking her, like, listen, I understand you're the queen now. I understand you're comfortable here, but what if God called you here to save your people, you know, to do this? And so Esther went ahead and she was encouraged and she moved forward, and basically the Jews were saved because of it, and the king was even happy to know of everything that happened. You can read the story on your own time, but for me it was really powerful because it was just like a reminder of really thinking about why God has brought you into the place that you're in and with the people that you're with, and not to forget that, not to get too comfortable in that, and to carry out the purpose that God has for you. And if you don't know what that is, then obviously, you know, take some time to ask him and stuff. But yeah, read Esther when you have some time. Read the whole thing, because there's a lot of good stuff that you can get from it. We are back with round 2 of new recipes that I am trying and I am cooking. As you see, I've been pretty consistent about cooking. Not only cooking, but like trying new things, because my go-to stuff is like making a club sandwich, making chicken and pasta, making salmon with salad or potatoes. Like, I want to do things that are different, and I also want to continue to try to make plant-based meals. Today's recipe is also a plant-based meal, and it is again from Tish Wonders, because I look at her videos and they're just so freaking savory and look so good. So this one is a roasted cauliflower with new potato and butter bean curry. Now this has me looking and see if I'm missing something, but I think I'm making the curry from scratch, which is why, because they didn't say to buy any curry powder, but I think I'm making the curry from scratch, which is probably why it says that. Bought these snacks. These are my favorite. I've mentioned these like I don't know how many times. So if you haven't tried these from Trader Joe's, try these. Yeah, because I went to both Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, this meal was a little expensive only because I didn't have all the spices that I needed, and most of the spices were from Whole Foods, and Whole Foods is more expensive than Trader Joe's. But typically her dishes that I've made are not super expensive so long as you have the produce and the seasoning. But I really wanted to try this one because it looks really delicious. And again, you know, I'm trying to do this like plant-based meal every so often during the week. So we'll see how this one goes. So the verdict is it's light on the salt. It needed more salt. The rice is good, right?
Yeah, the texture is pretty good. And salt, it's always good to put salt according to your taste. Okay. That's one thing Spanish restaurants should learn. Yeah.
Good morning. It is Tuesday morning. Is it Tuesday? Oh my God, it's not Tuesday. It is Thursday morning. And today is my grandma's birthday. So I'm gonna go to my grandma's house today, but that's not later on into the afternoon. I wanna do like a not yoga. Oh my God, I can't even think straight right now. I wanna do a morning stretch because I haven't been working out and my body just feels really tense and tight. So I'm going to do a morning stretch even though I plan on working out at like 12 o'clock. I'm gonna go to the gym. But I just want to do a morning stretch anyway to wake me up. So I'm going to do that now. And then I'm going to get into some Bible study. But before I do that, I do want to do a morning stretch. And I want to show you who I normally stretch with because I love her videos. I haven't done her stretches in a while, but I love her videos. Morning stretch. Let me show you. So the woman that I normally stretch with is Maddie Morrison. And I love her stretches. So this is a 10-minute morning routine for waking up. Look at the dog. And I don't know if I want to do this one or another one. And I love her channel because I really enjoy her music. And apart from her music, Netflix and stretch on the sofa. Oh, these are all new. Okay, so she also does yoga, but I really just do her stretches more so. And her stretches really get me going. But this is a new one that I haven't tried. This ultimate morning stretch. 15 minutes, wake up and feel amazing. The best way to wake up, I'm assuming. I'm gonna try this one. It's 15 minutes, so I can do that. set. Ooh, we are getting ready to go to my grandma's to celebrate her birthday. And I ran down to CVS really quick because it's that time of month officially. I can have what I needed. And it is so nice outside. So it's 80 degrees today. So I was like, ooh, I wasn't even gonna wear makeup, but I was like, you know what? Let me spice it up a little bit. Not that I'm doing anything crazy, but you know, let me look nice because I'm going out today. I haven't been outside, like outside. Well, that's not true. I went out yesterday. Well, whatever. I decided that I wanted to put on makeup after not wanting to put on makeup. So here we are. And I found this new hack that I've been really into for my makeup routine. So I'm gonna show you real quick. So when I'm not doing like a full face of makeup, what I like to do, and I shouldn't have put my powder on before doing this, so it might like blot it out a little bit, but what I like to do is I like to put my liquid blush on before my bronzer, and I like to put it on under a powdered bronzer because I feel like what it does is it gives this like really pretty rosy look from within. So it's not like a blush that is sitting on top of my face, but it looks like a nice shine that is coming from within. So I'm gonna blend this out so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. The only thing is that I do feel like it really pigments the blush. I mean the bronzer. It makes the bronzer look really, really pigmented. So you just want to be careful about how much bronzer you put if you use this technique. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. Put some more here. I'll raise it up a little bit. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with the bronzer brush right here, and I like to use Sigma's Deep Bronzer. It's a matte bronzer. It's so pretty. Look how pretty. And I'll use it lightly because watch what happens. Like you can see that whole thing. I'm gonna fix it so that it blends better, but I didn't even like double dip or anything. That is literally just one swipe of powder. I love it because I feel like it's a pretty like toasty, warm look with a little pink under it, you know? I don't know if y'all can see what I'm seeing right now, but I see it and I think it's beautiful. I just gotta fix it because it is giving like, girl, you gotta blend. And I might have to go into my bathroom for this because this natural light makes you think that there is nothing going on. And then you get into a different lighting and you're like, whoa, how did I miss that, you know? I don't want that.
No, ella dijo que no. Ella no quiere que le prenden vela.
¿Quieren un traguito de café?
No, tú quieres café.
No, si ustedes quieren, que va con eso.
Ay, sí. Espera,
Bueno, vamos, Zully va a dar una oración por el cumpleaños de mami.
Uno, pues coja uno. Estábamos nosotros ya, como ya. Ay,
Red Velvet.
Red Velvet. Es el bizcocho favorito de mi papá.
Sí. Ah, mira.
digo sí.
Un chipito de agua, negro, un chispito.
Much.
That's what I said, too much. Too much. The olive you have. Sure. Yeah.
So you didn't want the frosting, that was a test.
Yeah, right. And that was to see if I back off. Yo me lo comí, pero yo no quiero eso. Eso es.